Hello students, today we are going to study chapter number 7, Weather, Climate and Adaptation. Weather. Weather is a complex phenomena that includes variation in factors such as temperature, rainfall and humidity over a short period of time. It is basically a daily phenomena and is the nature of the atmosphere at any given point of time. We can say that weather is a state of atmosphere with regard to factors like temperature, humidity, rainfall, speed or direction of wind, etc. Now our topic is elements of weather. Weather is based on a lot of factors such as temperature, humidity, cloudiness and rainfall. All of these factors are together called elements of weather. Let us understand these factors and how they affect the weather. Temperature. Temperature means the degree of hotness or coldness at a particular point of time. It is measured by a thermometer in Fahrenheit, Celsius, or Kelvin scales. The temperature can vary from one place to another. It can also vary from season to season. Humidity. Humidity is the level or the amount of water vapor that exists in air. Water vapor is a gaseous form of water and affects weather to a great extent. A high level of humidity restricts the human body from sweating and cooling down, as humidity reduces the rate of evaporation of moisture in the environment. Humidity can be measured using an instrument called an hygrometer. Rainfall. Rainfall is the precipitated water droplets that the clouds can no longer hold and thus they fall down in the form of rain. When it rains, the weather becomes pleasant and cooler. However, if there is no rain, the weather becomes hotter and in extreme condition can even lead to drought-like condition. Rainfall can be measured using an instrument called the rain gauge. Wind is nothing but air in continuous motion or moving air. It is the result of uneven heating of the earth. Winds are primarily of two types, onshore and offshore. Climate. Climate tells us about the average weather pattern of a place over a period of time. In other words, climate tells about the average temperatures, rainfall, or humidity levels of a place over a long period of time. For example, the climate of Rajasthan is hot, whereas the climate of Kashmir is cold. Now we will know about the factors affecting the climate of the earth. Many factors affect the climate of different places on the earth. These are the distances of the earth from the sun, earth's tilt and sunrise and sunset. Let us discuss them one by one. Distance from the sun. The earth moves around the sun and also rotates on its own axis. While it rotates on its axis and revolves around the sun, it is not placed at the same distance from the sun every time. This changing distance between the earth and the sun affects the climate of the earth. Earth's tilt. The earth is not straight or upright, rather it is slightly tilted on its axis. The earth's axis of rotation is tilted at about 23.5 degree. The revolution of the earth around the sun and its tilt causes seasons. The part of the earth tilted towards the sun experiences the summer season. The part of the earth tilted away from the sun experiences the winter season. Sunrise and sunset. The sun is located at the center of the solar system and the earth and other planets revolve around the sun. Earth also rotates around its own axis in 24 hours. Thus, this continuous rotation on a daily basis causes a sunrise and sunset. This in turn affects the temperature and other atmospheric pressure levels during different times of a day. Climate of a place. We know that climate tells the average weather pattern of a place over a period of time. Now let us understand the different factors that affect and determine the climate of a place. Distance from the sun. The sun's rays heat up the earth, but not all parts of the earth receive equal amount of sunlight. The sun's ray falls vertically near the equator. Thus, areas near the equator receive the same amount of sunlight from approximately 11 to 12 hours in a day. However, when we move away from the equator, the sun's rays become more slanting, hence spreading over a larger area as compared to vertical rays. Height above sea level. Do you know what happens to the temperature above sea level? It decreases. Height above the sea level is known as the elevation on the earth or the altitude. It is calculated relative to the average sea level. As we go higher above the sea level, the temperature level drops, making it relatively cooler. On the other hand, areas around the sea level are comparatively humid. Our next topic is adaptation in animals. When we talk about adaptation in animals, we basically mean the way an animal's body modifies or adapts to a particular climate or region for its survival. Depending upon the weather conditions and seasons, the animals either hibernate or move to other places for survival and food. Some examples of how animals in different climates are uh, naturally equipped to adapt to their surroundings are discussed here. Hot and dry climates. Hot and dry climates are basically the atmospheric conditions of a place where the temperature are usually at high levels and there is hot wind or no wind at all. These are desert like conditions. These characteristics are no rainfall or very little rainfall, hot winds during the daytime, cold at night. Animals in hot and dry climate. There are a lot of species of animals that survive the hot temperature of the hot regions. They are naturally equipped with features which help them to live in hot places. Some animals that live in deserts keep themselves cool by living in shady places and only coming out at night for food. Such animals are called as nocturnal animals. Adex, it is a kind of deer found in Sahara Desert. Its hooves are splayed, which helps it to move on sand. Fennec fox. It has long legs and large ears. Its ears help it to hear insects such as locust and beetle walking on the sand, and even enable it to locate underground prey. Its ears also help in radiating body heat, thereby keeping the fox cool in soaring desert heat. Hot, tropical, and temperate climate. In the hot tropical climates, the temperature remains almost constant throughout the year. In temperate climates, the temperature is usually moderate or average without going into extremes. Such climate exists in areas that lie between the hot tropics and the polar areas. The weather in such regions is neither too hot nor too cold. The forests in these areas are much dense and full of wide variety of animals. Long Long-tailed masks, macaques. They are good tree climbers and live most of their lives on trees. They get all their food from the trees, which mainly consist of fruits, plants, parts, or small insects. A chameleon. Their skin changes color, which helps them in camouflaging with the forest background. This helps them to hide and hunt. They live on trees and plants and eat small insects. Our last topic is extremely cold climate. Regions like Arctic and Antarctic are examples of areas which have extremely cold climates throughout the year. In such areas, it is very difficult to survive. As the temperature is extremely low, most of the water is present in frozen forms. Animals like weddell seeds and Antarctic krills are present in extremely cold climate. Weddell seeds they generally live near the rivers or on the edges of the ice packs and breathe through open holes formed in ice. Antarctic krill. They have small bioluminescent organs. They are found in Antarctic waters and have the capability to survive the cold temperatures. Thank you.